It's time to say goodbye to hold music and say hello to fast customer support with Service Cloud. With trusted AI and data working together, you can skip long wait times and deliver efficient, personalized service right away, all while keeping support costs low and more customers happy. Reimagine your customer support with the #1 AI CRM for service. Learn what's possible at salesforce.com/products/service.
This episode is brought to you by Carnegie Mellon's Tepper School of Business. Want to advance your career or switch fields? An MBA from Carnegie Mellon's Tepper School of Business can help. Earn your degree from a top-ranked business school with a thought-provoking curriculum, one-on-one leadership coaching, support from experienced career counselors, and full-time, online hybrid, and accelerated MBA formats. Join the intelligent future. Visit cmu.edu/Tepper to learn more.
When it comes to data, the faster you can turn this into this, the faster you can understand and use it all to make your business run better. With Microsoft Power BI, you can quickly connect to data, prep it, model, and visualize as much or as little as you like. Then securely share insights. Even embed it all into your app or website. To get started, download the free Power BI desktop application and hop right in. Soon you'll be connecting to hundreds of data sources on-premise or in the cloud, like Excel, Salesforce, Google Analytics, social networks, even IoT devices to get real-time information, and turning all that data into live interactive visuals. When you get the hang of that, upgrade to Pro. You'll need that to start collaborating freely.
Data is a super hot topic right now, and along with it comes analytics. But what does it actually mean, and why is it actually important? Well, my goal is to shed some light on that subject. My name is Jeremy Quintanilla. This is the story of my life as I build my family business, dive into politics, figure out how to leave a legacy, and all the other adventures life has in store. You're listening to Age of Jeremy, Season 2, Tribe. Analytics is the discovery, interpretation, and communication of meaningful patterns in data. The process looks like this. The data is collected, then it is mined. This is where computer scientists discover the patterns from the data. An example would be the posts of Facebook at 12 p.m. have higher engagement than the posts at other times. And again, this is just an example. Then that data is interpreted. Well, if those posts have more engagement, and engagement is what is important to Facebook, then that is when people should post. That is communicated to the head of the social media team, and then they either use that information or they don't. Analytics is important because it helps you see things for how they really are. So let's talk about baseball.
There is an epidemic failure within the game to understand what is really happening. And this leads people who run Major League Baseball teams to misjudge their players and mismanage their teams.
Go on.
Okay, people who run ball clubs, they think in terms of buying players. Your goal shouldn't be to buy players. Your goal should be to buy wins. And in order to buy wins, you need to buy runs. You're trying to replace Johnny Damon. The Boston Red Sox see Johnny Damon and they see a star who's worth $7.5 million a year. When I see Johnny Damon, what I see is an imperfect understanding of where runs come from. The guy's got a great glove. He's a decent leadoff hitter. He can steal bases, but is he worth the $7.5 million a year that the Boston Red Sox are paying him? No. Baseball thinking is medieval. They are asking all the wrong questions. Hey, Billy. I wanted you to see these player evaluations that you asked me to do.
I asked you to do 3.
Yeah.
Based on the clip, the only thing that matters is wins. Wins are a result of runs, and runs are based on players getting to first base. Keeping it simple, you only pay for players based on their ability to get to first base. That is all that matters. There's obviously a lot more to it, but that's all I'm going into regarding the Moneyball piece. If you get a chance to watch it, it's one of my favorite movies. Thinking about the concept applies to businesses, stocks, sales performance, budgeting, really anything. What is important is that analytics help you figure out actions. What do I mean by actions? Well, if we go back to baseball wins, and baseball wins are caused by runs, which are caused by people getting to first base, and first base are based on swings, the action here is swings. Again, I'm not a baseball coach. I'm not a baseball expert. I don't watch baseball all that much anymore. But regarding swings, swings would be the only thing that matters in our scenario. Then we would put all of our time into swings and nothing else, because swings are ultimately going to get us to first base, which are going to get us to runs, which are going to get us to win.
Okay, everybody, it's Michael E. Cullen II.
And I'm Sesame and Carta from the All Too Real 2 podcast. We're passionate about movies, TV, and pretty much all things pop culture.
Dive into the chaos of failed sitcoms, direct-to-video sequels, and the quirky realms of cinema and TV.
Join us every Thursday for your dose of All Too Real 2 entertainment.
We'll guide you through debates like whether Howard the Duck qualifies as a superhero.
Ponder if Larry the Cable Guy could be the new Rock or Schwarzenegger.
Discover if some shows and movies should have stayed in the cutting room.
Ever heard of a sitcom featuring that dictator with the funny mustache? Well, we watched it.
We're dedicated to unraveling the peculiarities of pop culture, sometimes with awesome guests.
So, if you're into the eccentric world of pop culture,
listen and subscribe to All Too Real 2.
Available wherever you find podcasts
and on Age of Radio.
The purpose of the tribe is to build a community of followers that believe in Age of Radio podcast's vision. The vision that you shouldn't have to pay for hosting to share your message, that you shouldn't have to have 20,000 downloads to join a network for your show to grow or to get your show in front of people. The tribe is important because over time, the tribe is the only true way you can grow organically. And just like with any growth, you have to be able to have insight on what is helping you grow and what actions to focus on. I believe that Facebook groups and Facebook's decision to focus on the groups is the future of how to really build a brand. Not only that, from a tribal standpoint, it is a place for people to come together. It's a place for them to interact with new people and to build friendships if you're willing to put in the energy. Your Facebook group works similar to the rest of the Facebook algorithm. As a reminder, Facebook is about engagement. So the most important thing is getting your group to engage. If you're just starting to get into Facebook groups, then you may notice you don't have access to Facebook group insights. You don't get it until you get to 50 members. So really you need to focus on getting to 50 members as quickly as possible, which in our case, what I did was I asked Nikki, who's the host of Color Me Dead, to go and advertise our Addicted to Podcasting Facebook page. And with her help and then Danielle's help, who's my wife, we were able to actually get it to 50 very, very quickly so we could get access to the insights so that we could figure out what's really helping our Facebook group grow. In group insights, you're able to access new members, post engagement, just members, and group-to-group linking. I'm going to talk about new members and engagement. The new members essentially tells you the amount of new members you have had in the last 28 days. It's really simple and straightforward. There's also an option of more growth details that shows you the trend over the last days, but you can also look at specific dates, which is going to be good to see how your group grew if we're doing some kind of campaign. So, for example, right now, if you listen to an Age of Radio podcast, there will be an advertisement to join our tribe. Since it has been running, we have gained over 10 new members, and it's only been growing. It's only been advertising, for a couple of weeks, which in my opinion is pretty good. It probably could be better, and we could probably be doing some stuff to push a little bit more. But the idea is that if you're running a campaign or you're doing something that's in action, and you want to see how that action benefits what it is that you're advertising to, it's really good to be able to measure those data points and that specific set of time. Now, using the specific dates, you can look to see how your group is growing month to month to make sure that you're putting strategies in place to make sure that it continues to grow. Before I talk about the engagement, which is going to be really what's going to be in my opinion, the most important, let me mention something about Group Link. Group Link is how Facebook attempts to show your groups that might interest you based on the groups that you are currently interacting with. And this is why engagement is so important. Facebook is really about connecting people. So if you have a group, the more you get your group to interact with it, it will tell Facebook what interests your group are interested in. And it will also tell Facebook what your group is truly about. The latter is important because it will allow your Facebook group to be shown to other people that might find it interesting. Always be creating amazing content to get people to engage. Engagement is made up of posts, comments, and reactions. And real quick, posts show you how many posts you have a day. Comments are the amount of comments that you have a day, and reactions are the amount of times people react to a post, which is very self-explanatory, but I thought I would kind of give you a definition of each. In my opinion, getting people to post in a group is predicated on the value that they find in your community. So if you want more posts, focus on creating posts that get your tribe to comment and react. If you do this, you will see your tribe start to post more. As far as tracking your comments and reactions, you want to be comparing them month over month to make sure that they are increasing. More importantly, what you can do is look at your top posts to see what type of posts are getting the most comments and reactions. If you remember correctly, on Fridays, we release what we call a sound off. And this was created by my amazing wife, Danielle. She's also my business partner. And you can follow her on Instagram at The Quintatorre. That's TheQuintatorre. It's at The Quintatorre. It's an amalgamation of our last names. Now, the two sound offs that have had the most engagement are when we asked people what their favorite band was and when we asked people their favorite football team. Which this is good to know because now I understand a little bit more about our audience, and I can now go to find advertisers that our audience might appeal to. The other great thing about the engagement insight is it tells you the most engaged days and times. Now, to me, days isn't super important for us right now because the most engaged days are the days when we released our text-to-sode, which is on Tuesdays, and our sound off, which is on Fridays. However, you can also see what time of the day is best to post. And for us, it's 10:30 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m., which technically makes sense because of when people are able to check their phones throughout the day. Now, using this information, we can start posting closer to these times, and we actually may see a rise in engagement, or maybe we won't. But that's the reason why it's important to track this information. In regard to Facebook group insights, our plan moving forward is to track the following. 1, month-over-month membership growth. 2, comments and reactions month-over-month growth. This isn't really where we're going to stop. This is actually just the beginning of analytics. But first, a real quick algebra lesson. Ratios are super important in looking at information. A ratio is a number over another number with a division line in the middle. The top number is referred to as the numerator, and the bottom number is referred to as the denominator. When the bottom number increases, the output number decreases, and vice versa. Let's take 2 divided by 4. 2 is the numerator, and 4 is the denominator. 2 divided by 4 is 1/2 or 0.5. If we increase the 4 to a 5, the output number will go down. So 2 divided by 5 is 0.4, which is less than 0.5. The opposite works also. If we decrease the bottom number, then the output number will increase. Why is this important? Let's look at engagement and posts. In September, we had 70 posts and 275 reactions. This means we had 3.92 reactions for every post. That is 275 divided by 70. In August, we had 61 posts and 104 reactions. This is 1.70 reactions per post. It has almost doubled in a month with our new plan that we put in place, which means we are creating a more engaged community. We can increase this number by either increasing the posts, which if Age of Radio is only releasing 5 to 6 posts a week, that means we are releasing 24 posts a month, which means that in August, our tribe posted around 37 times, and in September around 46 times, which means we are increasing our tribal engagement of them creating posts. The other alternative is we could decrease reactions to get that number to increase, which you don't want to do. The idea is that the more people react and comment, the more they are involved and will be able to increase their posts because they want to engage in the community. And this is why analytics are important. So, along with month-over-month membership growth and comment and reaction month-over-month growth, we're going to look at reactions per post and comments per post. And I really recommend that you do the same. One of my managers that I used to have, he always used to say, you need to know your numbers. So I'm going to say that right now. You need to know your numbers, and you need to know these numbers, because the more you know them, the better that you can plan to increase them and get the results that you want. As we, Age of Radio, and you start to get good with looking at numbers, spreadsheets and dashboards are going to become your best friend. And that is what we're going to talk about next time on Age of Jeremy.
Age of Jeremy would like to give special thanks to Seth Godin for letting us use his book Tribes as the name and jumping off point for Season 2. Buy his best-selling book Tribes, linked below. Our Season 2 song is Autumn by Trophy Eyes from their album American Dream, released in America by Hopeless Records. Age of Jeremy was recorded using Steinberg's Cubase, Audio-Technica mics, Audio-Technica headphones, Focusrite interfaces, and Waves plugins. Check out the links in the description below.